Welcome, everybody. I know it's been a while, but we are back with the Meatheads podcast.
Moves done. Fuck with Dinero, I got a Snyder extender clip, so who wanna play heroes? Go bad shit like Ozzy, I was born in the darkness. Oh, you the wolf, so we pull up and you're harmless. So pray to
Burberry scars, stripping Perry on, living like a comet, moving amongst the stars. $100,000 sports car.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Raw Dogging with Dinero. I'm your host, Mike Dinero. This is the Circle of Debate YouTube channel, so make sure you follow the Circle Debate. Hit that subscribe button right now on the Circle Debate YouTube channel. I am going to be joined here very shortly by the godfather of the Circle Debate, and that is Ivan C. Very special guest joining me today on the official return of Raw Dogging with Dinero. We're going to be talking about the main event, which is going down in a couple seconds here. It is for the Intercontinental Champion. The longest reigning IC champion, Gunther, will be going one-on-one against main event Jey Uso in the main event of Raw. Speaking of the Godfather, Ivan C., let's bring him in right now.
Brother Nero! Yes!
What is up, homie?
Yes! How did you come? Well, this is your show, it's not my show.
I knew you'd come, Ivan.
I know. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen?
What's good, bro?
Welcome.
How you doing? Yeah, definitely, man. I am excited to talk about this main event. I originally thought the main event was going to be Cody versus McIntyre. Had to switch it up last minute. The main event's going to be for the IC champion. It is Gunther, the longest reigning IC champion, against main event Jey Uso. This is going to be a hell of a main event. And because it's in the main event spot, I think it is very, very possible that Gunther's title reign may come to an end right here, and we may see a new IC champion in Jey Uso. What say you?
Ooh, I hope it does, because maybe we can see the brothers at Mania for that belt. You never know.
That would be big.
Yeah.
Hey, my man Phil, what's good? Dinner with Dinero. That's an even catchier title. Dinner with Dinero. That might be a new show. We might need to do that. I'm gonna have you on when we do that too, Pepsi.
Having it.
What's good, Justin? Thanks so much for being here.
J-Man! What is going on, J-Man? What is going on?
Right now, we got the New Day talking backstage.
Man, what a Raw, right?
This has been a hell of a Raw. The way they started with McIntyre and Cody was a really good matchup. Really good matchup. I like that they brought in the Bloodline to attack Cody, and that's only going to further the storyline. It's going to be very interesting to see what they do with Cody, the Bloodline, Seth Rollins. Where does The Rock get involved here? We know that The Rock is going to wrestle. I know a lot of people are saying The Rock is just going to be in Roman's corner at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock has confirmed that he will be stepping in the ring at WrestleMania. He's training for it. He's going to be back at WrestleMania. So it's got to be a match. And I still say it's going to be a tag match. It's going to be a tag match between Seth and Cody versus Rock and Roman.
Oh, yeah. It has to be. I mean, especially what we saw on SmackDown, and then right now earlier what we saw today, the beginning of the show, did not expect it to be the opener. I thought it was going to be the main event, and then that becoming an opening matchup. And then of course seeing Solo, of course, they didn't. It's the beginning. Yeah, it's the beginning of it.
Yeah, I hear you. Next week is going to be a street fight between the New Day and Imperium. They got to end this feud, though. I mean, how long is this feud going to be going on, right?
Yep.
Word, yeet, 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 yeet.
It is.
Well, we got Shinsuke Sammy next week.
Pepsi Phil's asking that question. That's interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to get the New Day. Oh, and Jay versus Imperium. That'll be interesting. What did you think of Michael Chandler from the UFC showing up on Raw tonight?
I was surprised, but then again, they're in California, of course. They're here in Anaheim.
Mhm.
They're like an hour and a half away from me. So, but you know, it's UFC area, you know, here in California and TKO area as well. So we're seeing that. I was shocked, and I would have mind seeing Connor showing up to WWE one time. Now that's
Connor
a
showing up
teaser
would be
right
huge.
there. It looks like, and I know they was doing it for the UFC.
Did we lose Ivan here?
It
I think
just
we may have lost that.
I'm here. It just
All right, cool.
weather over here in Cali is raining hard.
Oh man, we've been having shitty weather here in Jersey too. Had a lot of snow the other day.
Oh man, but the rain just started as of middle of the night, so yeah, it's gonna be heavy rain. I don't speak English, but bueno, no se preocupe, niños, aquí hablo español. Aquí se habla
Gracias.
en inglés. Gracias por atendernos aquí y suscribe aquí a nuestro canal aquí de YouTube. Cerco de Debate, agradecemos por todo, por acompañarnos aquí viendo Raw, por viendo a veces la última lucha que es aquí de Monday Night Raw, y gracias por estar con nosotros. Viva la raza, ya sabe que hermano, aquí sabe, ya sabe.
Viva la raza.
Sí. I'll translate just in case.
Very interesting here that Gunther came out first. Usually the champion comes out last. Jey Uso's coming out last here. I don't know. I think tonight might be the night. And I love what they're doing, Gunther. I think that his title reign still has legs on it. I don't think that's gotten boring at all. But I mean, if anybody takes that title off of him, it will be a big moment for Jey Uso to win his very first singles champion in the WWE by taking that title from Gunther. And then, like you said, that could set up the matchup between Jimmy and Jay at Mania perfectly, because if you have that matchup for the IC title, it means just that much more. So I'm with that.
Y también los queremos muchos, no se preocupe, caños. Aquí también los queremos. Aquí en Circo de Debate, ya sabe. He said much love. That's what he said. He loves us.
Thank you. Much love, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm hyped for this one. This got a big fight feel. This could be. They should have had this on the pay-per-view or the PLE. Why not?
That's what I thought. I'm with you too. I really thought it was going to happen at Elimination Chamber for the IC belt, but I guess since we're heading for this Saturday over there, and plus I'm assuming that today's the last night for them, and they're all actually going to Australia. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, I believe most of the people. I think they were saying tonight that there's going to be a lot of wrestlers flying out after this show because there's a press conference in Australia for the show later this week.
Yeah.
But don't you have to wake up at like 2 a.m. to see that shit live?
5 a.m. Eastern, 2 o'clock a.m. Unfortunately, we're not doing a watch along, folks. We're going to probably do the recap that Sunday to let you guys know what we.
Yo, if we were doing a watch along, we'd be like this.
Let's see. I believe in this was the man of the year. Yeet
to that. Yeet.
¿Quién sabe? ¿Quién sabe, cariño? Si va a ser el Jay and okay. Pepsi Phil saying a new IC champion. Oh, shout out to Samantha. She did get a lot of props. Shout out to the director for sending us in the chat. I didn't expect that, and that's awesome.
Most definitely, yeah. Gunther starting out with a huge big boot on.
Oh yeah,
Jay, and then heavy chops already.
Oh, those heavy chops already happening.
To think that Jey Uso's been with the WWE for over a decade and has never won a singles title.
I know, right? That's very true.
Probably the most decorated tag team in WWE history, the Usos, and now he could, really solidify his singles run. I'll tell you this right now. I never thought that he was going to be this far ahead of Jimmy, because Jimmy right now is just a henchman where Jay is a legit main eventer.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't expect that either. And could you say that because of that match that he had with Roman at SummerSlam, do you think that kind of hyped him up because of that when he turned?
I do think so. I think that Jimmy was getting a lot of hype when he quit the bloodline and Jay left with him, right? So I think that they could have had the Usos stay hot. And I don't know. I said it back when it happened, the turn, right? I said that when Jimmy turned on Jay, that matchup was so big, you have to have it at WrestleMania. But the fact that you have to stretch it out 8 months may make Jimmy cold, because I don't see Jimmy stepping up to the same level that Jay was. And where are we now? We're right in front of WrestleMania, and Jimmy's a mid-carder and Jay's a main eventer. So it's like you had all this time to make Jimmy as legit as Jay was, but instead you have Jimmy as the joke of the bloodline. You know what I mean? You saw when Solo left him hanging. He was like this the whole time, and Jimmy's always doing dumb shit. Like, you had all this time to make Jimmy a legit main eventer, just like you did Jay. So when you eventually do have Jimmy and Jay, that matchup means that much more, but they haven't done that.
Yeah, that's very true. I totally agree with that. Oh, man. Oh, yeet. Oh, man. What is going on? Gunther, I'm telling you, I was shocked that Raquel actually got the shot.
Word. Yeah, we didn't even bring up that Raquel won the Battle Royal, the Second Chance Battle Royal. She's now officially in the Women's Elimination Chamber matchup at Elimination Chamber. I like Raquel, and I always want to see Raquel and Rhea go at it for a title, but I don't think that Raquel wins the matchup. I still think the big money matchup is Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch at Mania. What about you?
I agree. That's what's going to happen. And it was funny because we talked about it on Saturday with Phil and Dom. I'm surprised they didn't allow Jade Cargill to be part of this. I thought that she was going to be the last one, like how Gonzalez was called in that Battle Royal, and then ended up, I was her. But I was expecting Jade Cargill on this one, but I guess maybe they're not really, ready for her yet to be on television. I don't know why. I mean, besides the Rumble, but we haven't seen us yet, so I don't know what's the. Wait, what are we waiting for, Papa H?
I do have a theory. I think that Jade Cargill will be at WrestleMania. I think she will have a matchup. You saw she had a really good showing at the Royal Rumble. Mm-hmm. She was on SmackDown this past week where I don't know if you saw when Nick Aldis was trying to sign both Jade Cargill and Braun Breaker, but only Braun Breaker signed, and Jade Cargill shook her head and walked away. Yep. I do think that it's going to mean that we're going to get Jade Cargill on Raw. But I wouldn't be surprised if at WrestleMania we see Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair. I think that those two women at Mania would be a huge matchup. It's a dream matchup. And you saw the stare down at the Royal Rumble. I think that was planting the seeds to see if people would be interested in Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair at Mania.
Absolutely. And let's see. He's asking if the game's already on sale. Is it already?
March 3rd. March 3rd or March 8th. I know it's like the first week of March. It's going to be on sale. I got it pre-ordered, but it's going to be the first week of March.
Marzo 3 or el 8. And now he's asking who's your favorite wrestler.
Right now, it's main event Jey Uso. Nah. Nah, my favorite wrestler right now, I got to say it's Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay's the fucking man right now.
Oh, sí. También igual, Will Ospreay, para mí también. Es el mejor luchador ahorita que tienes que ver, que va a estar en AEW, so ahí lo miras, y va a comenzar el próximo mes para Revolution.
Shout out Eli Myers in the building. Thank you so much for being here. Eli says, feel like it'll come down to Becky and Bianca in the women's chamber match. Bianca decides she goes after the women's tag titles at Mania and needs a partner and create the perfect storm. Bianca and Jade Cargill as a tag team is something that I haven't even thought of. That would be a great tag team as well. And then them going against Damage Control for that women's tag team champions at Mania is another big possibility.
Oh, I love that. Oh, yeah.
Right now, Gunther is really taking it to main event Jay. Is he going to put him to that table? Oh, shit, going to go for a pile driver?
Oh.
Nice reversal. Big back body drop by Jey Uso onto Gunther. I haven't announced this yet. I wanted to announce it on this episode. But starting next month, I might do a couple Raw Dog and Dineros where it's the full 3 hours of Raw.
Ooh, you heard that, folks.
when I did that for the Raw season premiere, it got a lot of love. So I'm thinking about, I'm going to have a lot more time on my hands. So I might just do the full 3 hours, but we may start that next month.
Oh, okay. Hell yes. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here.
Most definitely. Jey Uso going for the spear.
You hate JJ? ¿A quién odias? ¿A JJ quién? AJ. Oh, lo odias. Oh, no, está bien, no se preocupe. Cada quien su un que le gusta, he doesn't like AEW. So that's fine. No, está bien. Lo que a todos le gusta es March 5th, like 40 years just for the standard.
Oh, yeah. So there's 2 different versions of the game. You got the deluxe version with the season premiere, the season pass, which will come out 3 days before the game drops. So I guess if you just get into standard, you go with the one on the 8th. But if you pre-ordered it for the deluxe version, you get it 3 days early.
Oh, okay. Appreciate the info. You like? Oh,
word. Yo, that missile double drop kick by Gunther was vicious right now.
Oh my God.
Jey Uso's in a bad way right now.
Oh, yes, he is.
Oh. Big lariat. That's a monster lariat by Gunther. That was very Stan Hansen-like.
Oh, hell yeah. Ooh.
Got him in the Boston Crab.
Yep.
Would you be disappointed if Gunther loses tonight?
No.
After having a historic reign?
I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be. He deserves it. I mean, he's done long enough for that title. Who else can you book him at a Mania unless they do a story that he comes in out of nowhere in the men's elimination chamber and then win.
That I wouldn't mind that either. I think Gunther is ready to be taken to that next level and move up the card. Like, he's beating everyone that they put in front of him. I think it's time for Gunther to start putting his eyes and set his targets on that WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what a clothesline. Jeez.
Gunther's no joke, yeah. Oh, Jay going flying.
Uh-oh.
All right, we're going into commercial with Jay with the upper hand. Probably the last commercial break of the night, too.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, man, this is a good matchup. Good main event of Raw. Like I said, I thought it was going to be Cody versus McIntyre, but I'm not mad at this matchup main eventing.
No, me neither.
The hell is this? I don't know what the hell this show is on Sci-Fi. There's some aliens coming out the toilet. What the fuck? I don't know if you're seeing the same commercial I'm seeing.
You're ahead of me by like a minute and a half.
That was just weird.
Oh man, let's see, before pun intended. Oh, that'll be something, Eli. If that does happen, I will be shocked.
I would be shocked too. I don't think we're gonna see it happen, but that was a matchup that was on everyone's list, and they all want to see it. I want to see it, but I don't think we're gonna be getting that anytime soon with all those allegations that came out.
Yeah. Oh man, but what a Raw! I mean, what a way to close. Just to close it out here for Raw 4, heading into Elimination Chamber. Which, by the way, is SmackDown Saturday? Is that what it is? Is it Saturday or is it Friday? Or is it?
I gotta find that out. I'm not sure if is it getting preempted.
Because I'm gonna double check too. I need to, because you know how they mentioned earlier about that Rollins and Cody's gonna go to the Grayson Waller effect.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to understand. Is it gonna be on Saturday or on Friday?
Well, the Rollins and Cody Grayson Waller effect is going to be on the actual paper.
Oh, okay, on Chamber. Yeah. Okay, that's where I messed up. Okay, let me see.
And then apparently, supposedly Roman Reigns is telling Grayson Waller what he could ask and what he can't ask. So that's going to be interesting. Let me ask you this. What do you think about the news, right? This is totally off topic, right? But what do you think about the news of AEW possibly signing Okada?
Well, it's already officially done.
It's already official?
It's official.
We're
So, yeah, I know. It was Valentine's week. We were busy at Valentine's. I know. But yeah, it's official already. So it's just a moment because we talked about it on Saturday. What do you think the signing of Rocket Romero was that reason? Rocket Romero is a great with everything relationship with, we see this credential what he's done in New Japan Strong, besides New Japan as well with Bushido, and we'll see ML what he's doing currently. He's done stuff prior before AAA. So this man is he's a middleman.
Yeah.
He's a middleman and has those relationships. And what better to alongside with Okada who can help him with, hey, I'll bring you here, I'll take you there. Oh, this is your time. Everything else. Rocking him up. How did Jay White do it? How did Ospreay do it? Rocking him up. So.
That's very true. And I think that it's a big signing. I just hope that we don't see the same thing happen to Okada that happened to Jay White, where former, multi-time IWGP champion is now in the trios being a comedy act. That's fucked up.
Yeah. But like I was mentioning, it just he wants his spirit back. That's what he wants. He wants that fire to grow again, the love of professional wrestling. So for him not to be like right away, get a main title, a main, championship shot right away, want to start from at least kind of the bottom to build himself up again. Like Jay White. I mean, how long it took Jay White to get a main event, at AEW full gear? It took him, a couple months, but he's still there. He's still relevant.
Yeah.
So even though, he's in this trio gimmick right now, but at least he's on television. He's doing something. And I think Okada is the same. It's the same thing with him. It's just he needs that fire again. We see his credentials. He got everything. What else could he ask for? To get that rebirth again, like that I want to feel like this, push it again. I think that's what he feels. So, I mean,
I'll tell you this. I want to see Okada go against the Don Callis family because Okada versus Takeshita is a money matchup. And then Okada versus Powerhouse Hobbs is also a money matchup. So sign me up for both of those.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Right now, Gunther is really taking it to Jay.
Oh, man. Jesus, those punches, man. The ring general here, folks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's demolishing him out.
Oh, man.
Oh, go for that power bomb. Shit's really starting to pick up here.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're going to see the historic title reign come to an end tonight.
Maybe so. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. I would never want to take a chop from Luther at all. Of a Gunther. Ever.
You couldn't pay me to take a chop from Gunther.
The
hardest chops in the business.
Just hear it. Oh.
Jimmy gonna fly? Nope. God, those chops are vicious. Damn, another big move. Yo, Gunther's really taking it to Jay.
Oh, hell yeah.
Big splash by Gunther.
Who?
It's very interesting because say Gunther loses the title here and then Gunther does not somehow find a way into the Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see for Gunther at WrestleMania? This guy deserves to be in a big spot at WrestleMania, but if he's, not going against the world champion, what do you see from him? Because honestly, if you remember before the Royal Rumble, when Gunther confronted Seth Rollins, I thought that it would have been very feasible that we saw Seth Rollins versus Gunther at WrestleMania, title for title.
Yeah.
Now that's not even in the equation.
No, they went a whole different direction and
sure.
we don't even know like what's gonna happen on this one. I can say I'm hyped because at least it gets us that anticipation. Kind of like the Attitude Era. It's not predictable, right away that we already assume this is gonna happen. We're not excited for it. Now it's different. It's like, oh shit, we don't know what's gonna happen. It gets us to tune in. Oh, fucking nice splash.
All right, Jimmy's starting to fight back here.
There we go.
Pepsi Phil with this. Yeah. Said Gunther just chopped Jay so far back in time to when Samoa is still an independent nation. Damn. Jay with the third spear of the night. Holy shit. Jay might pull this off.
I think he might. Oh shit.
He might pull this off.
Can we get Jimmy come after? Oh.
Wait, what just happened?
Wait a minute. What the hell happened?
Wow, you called it. Wow. This son of a bitch.
Yeah.
This son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
How would JR say? Oh, you son of a bitch. Wow. Oh, shit. I don't know what part you're up to, but shit is breaking down right now.
I'll get there right now. It's fine. You're ahead of me, bud.
Yeah, so I'm trying not to spoil it right now. This shit's crazy right now. Wow. All right, the match ended on my side. What part are you?
No. When they rings the bell. Yeah, they came to invade.
They came to fuck Raw up tonight.
Yes, they did.
Damn, now we got a beatdown.
Now we got it.
Yo, I'm telling you, I called this shit 8 months ago.
You did.
8 months ago, I said Jimmy versus Jay at Mania. And I said, who's the special referee? Big Keish.
Right. Yep.
Keishi's going to be the special guest referee. Because what better way to end this sibling rivalry than have Papa Keish come in and say, listen, y'all got to cut this shit out. All right? Don't make me stink face my kids. My thing is this. Jimmy already fucked Cody up, right? And then you now got him out here doing this to Jay. Nobody's going to come out for Jay? No Cody? No Seth? Nobody?
No Sammy.
That's wild. You know, Pepsi Phil, I think that you got to hold off. I don't think you do that at Chamber. I think you got to hold off to Mania. You got to do that match at Mania. Damn, dude.
All right, I'm already at where he super kicked him and he's looking at him. It's okay.
Jimmy and Jay, WrestleMania, night 1. Rikishi as a special guest referee.
Oh, man. Oh, he's going for a splash. Okay, yeah. All right.
Damn. The Bloodline took over Raw tonight.
Yes, they did.
2 matches that they messed up. 2 matches they had destroyed on the show.
Oh. Wow, he was close, man.
I thought that was a strong possibility. We're going to see a new IC champion tonight.
That's what I was looking for too, but
Wow.
so we already know it's gonna be a war now between Raw and SmackDown. I know Nick Aldis gonna be like, I didn't tell him to go over there. We'll see. We'll see how this is gonna turn out to be on SmackDown.
Most definitely. Adam Pearce is going to be like, come on, you got to control your guys.
Yeah.
Control your men. We don't see my people going over to SmackDown, but maybe they just have to. Maybe Cody Rhodes needs to stop, taking these beatings and start fighting back. Like Punk said. CM Punk said it during the press conference. He needs to just punch back.
Yeah.
You got these people fighting you. Punch back. You had Cody Rhodes not only lose the matchup tonight because what a King Verma. Yeet and no yeet. Yeet and no yeet.
Yep. Yeet and no yeet, because it ended with this man with his Jimmy Uso costing Jey Uso the Intercontinental Champion. Son of a bitch. It's going to be a Samoan Knight. Jocko will be proud.
Amen.
Yes.
Word.
He would be proud.
Shout out to Umaga too.
Dalton, what's going on, man? Appreciate you for
Dalton. Thanks for being here. But Cody Rhodes needs to start fighting back. Like Punk said, Cody Rhodes needs to start fighting back. And I'll tell you this right now. I think that this sets up even a bigger matchup because you got The Rock, you got Roman, you got Solo, you got Jimmy. What if you got Seth Rollins and Cody and Jay? And you got Jay fighting back with his team against the family. All I know is there's so many possibilities, and I'm all for every single one of them. I'm hyped.
Me too. I'm so hyped, man. There's a lot of things that could tell this story, especially. I think it's going to continue after Mania. Mm-hmm. I think probably maybe by SummerSlam we'll probably see something. Maybe we'll see the debut of Tama Tonga. He's a free agent. You never know. Maybe Jacob Fatu. We saw him on that tree. You mentioned last time when we were on live. There's so many assumptions we give, but it's exciting to see this because now we're seeing the beginning of heading into Mania, because now I think we're really going to get that, the Jey Uso versus Jimmy at Mania, and Sammy's going to get involved somehow, some way, and to protect Cody to get his win and to avoid Solo to interfere. A lot of things I'm just stoked. I think a lot of things is going to really get the family involved. That it has to be the Anoa'i family. And I said last time, I think 2 weeks ago, we talked about it. Mm-hmm. They're going to be there. And I think we might get that everybody that were done dirty by the bloodline are going to show up and back up Cody and possibly Seth Rollins. Like I said, man, it's hype right now, man. I'm excited for it. Like, at least this WrestleMania got us going. Like, oh, hell yeah. Now we're seeing
a lot of hype going into this WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. And, I seen the Busted Open podcast where Bully Ray was saying how this matchup is almost too big because with Cody versus Roman right now is trumping everything else that's going on in the show. And the only thing that's really getting talked about is Cody and Roman. And I'll tell you this right now, that being the main event of WrestleMania, that's exactly what you want. You want the main event of WrestleMania to be your most talked about matchup. Think about it, right? And I said this on the podcast earlier today, episode 325. Shout out to Wrestling Delorean podcast, right? Mm-hmm. I said that you had, if you go back in time to the biggest WrestleManias, right? Before the event took place. Let's not talk about the match that stole the show. But if you look at the main event, that was the most hype matchup. WrestleMania 3. Yes, we know Steamboat and Savage stole the show, but going into it, all people were talking about was Hogan versus Andre. WrestleMania 17. We know TLC stole the show, but going into it, all people were talking about was Austin versus Rock. So it's like this matchup being the most talked about matchup, there's no problem with that. I don't see why that would be a problem for the most talked about matchup to be the biggest matchup in WWE's calendar year, the main event of WrestleMania. So, Bully Ray, I love you, but I disagree. Just had to get that off my chest.
No, you're right. I mean, you're absolutely right. Bully says a lot of things that I'm like, I kind of don't agree with you, buddy. I'm sorry, pal. I respect you, but there's just like, I can't agree with him on that one. I'm with you on that. I can't.
I mean, I love Bully, and I know he says a lot of things that I don't agree with. He says a lot of things that I do agree with, right? But I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, yo, I think that you would want your most talked about matchup to be the main event of WrestleMania. And on top of that, how could it not be with the return of The Rock and The Rock turning heel? And then you got Cody getting a second chance to finish his story, winning the Royal Rumble 2 years in a row. Roman Reigns, who is the longest reigning WWE champion in the modern era, going to defend his title and has his cousin by his side. It's like you have all the ingredients for it to be the most talked about show in the talked about matchup. How could you look at that matchup and be like, oh, well, we also got Jimmy versus Jay. We also got, no, fuck that. Like, everyone's talking about The Rock right now. People who are not even wrestling fans are hitting me up and saying, yo, what's going on with The Rock? Why is he talking shit to the fans like that? Is he really a bad guy? I'm like, dude, it's wrestling. It's fake. Chill. You know what I mean? Everyone's like, oh my God, The Rock is really a scumbag. I thought he was a nice guy. He does charity work. I'm like, dude, it's wrestling. It's wrestling. God.
Oh,
I got a lot of that.
Oh yeah, we did. We definitely did. But I'm excited, man. I'm happy for WWE is getting that momentum back again. You know, getting away from that bullshit situation. I'm just happy that they're back. You know, at least we're seeing for the first time Papa H doing everything on his own for Mania.
Yeah.
No piece of shit, Papa Vince, none of that. No, now it's all him. Full 100% control of it. Not like 39 he was last year. He was 40%.
Yeah.
Now this year he's 100%.
And
everything
we're seeing so far, like, this is the most hyped WrestleMania in many years. So this guy, he should have had the pen the whole time. But, you know, I definitely think I'm agreeing with you. I think that WWE right now is definitely got a lot of hype behind it. It's definitely picked itself up from all the negative press that it's got a couple weeks ago. And, you know, we have a lot of historic things going on with the WWE because, did I call it WWF before? The WWE, right? Gosh, DeLorean, I'm way back in the day, right? But the WWE, there's a lot of hype right now behind it. You got the historic deal with Netflix, multi-billion-dollar deal for Monday Night Raw to go to Netflix. You have WrestleMania 40, the 40th anniversary of WrestleMania. You got The Rock back. You have everything going well with the UFC. So TKO right now is doing well, and I think that WWE is doing well. So big shout out to everybody. I think that was a great Raw with a great, time period for WWE.
Absolutely. And for me, it feels to add on. It feels like the Attitude Era type of back in the days. It gets you the anticipation to tune in the following week to tune into that pay-per-view. So it gives me like that. Like, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped to tune in and watch Mania or even the storylines that we can throw so many assumptions, but it gets us, talking about it. Like, oh my God, you see what happened? It might happen like watching a TV show. Mm-hmm. That's what it brings. It feels that teenage era again, back in the Attitude Era. Like, oh man, did you see Raw? Did you see SmackDown? Like, I love that feeling again. And that's what we miss because we don't know what stories are going. With the booking before, it was too obvious. Like the story, the way how it was told that we've seen is too obvious for us to predict it. And majority of the time we predict, 80% of it became in fruition that we had it correctly right. Yeah. Here in this case, it's really more 50-50 or 40-60, or it's becoming less of us predicting it. So now to get it right. Now it's less of it. Now it's more, hell yeah, I want to see what are they gonna do. No one expected, especially with with the women's one, no one expected Raquel Gonzalez to show up. That was a surprise. It caught us off guard. Everybody, even myself, was like, okay, I think Jade Cargill. Didn't happen. We all like what we saw main event, the Raw main event. Nobody expected Jimmy Uso to show up. That was unexpected. Cody to lose. How Verma mentioned in the chat. I'm like, that's his first loss in forever since what? Mania. He hasn't lost clean.
Yeah, it's definitely been a minute. They've been building Cody back up, so for him to lose, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
But definitely, this was a great Raw. And I appreciate you joining me on Raw Dogging with Dinero. I'm always joining you on COD, and you're always welcome to join on Raw Dog with Dinero. This is your channel, bro. This is
But this
your
is
baby.
sh-
You're
this
the
is your
godfather.
show.
Yeah, but
But
this is
you're-
your channel. This is your channel. It's, bigger
It's
than the
our
show.
channel. It's
than the show.
our channel. It's the debate network.
We're the Debate Network, living strong, living hard. I appreciate you all. Thank you for everybody in the chat. Thank you for joining along. Everybody watching all over the world. Shout out to all the Wrestling DeLorean passengers. Shout out to all the great debaters. Shout out to everybody in the world. I love you so much. Ivan, I love you, bro. Thank you so much, bro.
Peace.